Hi guys, good morning to everyone. I am Dr. D. Radhashi, Assistant Professor in Department of Commerce. Today we are going to see about the functional accounting in a non-profit trading organizations. In that, how we are going to prepare a receipt and payment account. The preparation we have need in any account spaces. In that way, in a non-profit organization, how we want to handle the receipt and payment. Let me see about that. It is a receipt and payment format, how they want to handle. The receipt and payment. Already we have seen what is the receipt. What are the amount we are coming into the business, and the payment we want to keep a proper record. It is an income and expenditure. Income means what? In any way the business will get a income by selling a product. Otherwise any distribution the money is coming into the business. Here we say about the income. The way only the receipt has been handled, the cash and bank transaction for the non-profit trading organization in an accounting period. The receipt we want to know as a current asset. What is the current asset? The cash in hand, cash at bank, the subscriptions and the prepaid expenses, or selling in anything when the regarding the business what we are selling. In that way the amount is gaining in the non-profit organization. For an example, they have given an old newspaper. We are selling an old newspaper. In that amount, the selling of the old newspaper, the amount is getting a 50 rupees. It can be handled by the receipt of the amount. The entry fees we have to given for the any trust or their donations people donating in a way of their donations for the building. In that way, the cash in hand, cash at bank, the subscriptions or the selling of the product, it has been handled in the receipt. The income process also it can be shown in that. In the payment, the petty cash payment and subsidy expenses and the we can say the printing of the stationery. Well, we have seen about the advertisement expenses on the audit. Well, we have seen the purchasing of the furnitures and the we have to pay insurance paid, or the some we want to pay for their taxations which can be handled. We have seen the full of the payment, the money which is going out of the business, the payment is can be recording in the proper way, and the receipt and payments are being conducted by the debit and credit side of the payment and receipt. Okay, this is the process. The next we have seen there really the what is the debiting and the what is the crediting we have been taken by the subscription, the cash receipt on the debit side and the cash payment on the credit side we have been taken by the process. In that process the receipt is going to be handled by the debit side, and the process of the going to be stake of the proper opening it can be handled by the process. In that way the opening of the cash in hand and the opening of the cash at bank it should be come in their income, that is the receipt payment. The taxation of the process we can be shown in the proper steps of the opening. The opening we have show what the amount of the cash we have been handled in the last year, the balance pending what we have been taken to the next year, it can be say as the open capital. And we have seen so the running of the current year we have been showing the last month we have to close what the amount is going to be handled. It can be say as the closing capital, that how amount is pending in that year it can be transferred to the next year as the opening. So it can be handled by the receipt and payment by the non-profit. By the deducting of the compensation, the government can be expense of the grading of trans exformations in the entering of the process. The next, the mindset of the year map by the non-profit we have seen, and the donations on the corporate expenses we have to get what the process we have to handle the earned by the income, and the investments which can be gated by the non-profit organization has been given a donations by the subscriptions, by the well joining of the trustees. It can be voluntary by the service motivation. that is the non-profit organization getting in the membership by giving a mindset of the receipt and payment account. Thank you.